Howdy, this is Terry, and I've lost 180 pounds with keto, carnivore, and counting calories. Don't forget to click that like button and look at the description of this video. I have all kinds of links, and on my homepage, you'll see a bunch of playlists for how I lost my weight. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. So I wanted some hot coffee this morning, and I have my Keurig, but I also have these little cups. These are the reusable kind, which is good because I have a whole bunch of coffee that's, the kind that comes in the dealie. And so I don't have any Keurig cups, but I wanted to try it hot because I haven't had it that way in a long time. And I don't want to go buy a bunch of cups when I already have a whole bunch of coffee. So to make sure all the plastic people were not going to freak out, I put this glass jar underneath. Because, I'm all about that. Oh, so I wrote on the thing. I'll show you. I used to do protein powder and stuff, or collagen, and I wrote on top of your, hang on, you can see that? No, you can't. Hold on. I wrote on your 8 and 10. So it told me whenever I ran my Keurig to do it for set one on 8 and the other on 10. Well, I'd like to see if 10 and 10 is enough to fill one of my cups. So when I'm done here, actually, I'm going to pull out my little thingy here. I'm going to clean this out. But instead of doing that, I'm going to run it at 10 and 10 and see if that fits in one of these for another day. But what I do is I just leave the same little, this is the clean one, or the new one. I just leave the same little cup in there and I just run it twice through it. Because I'm not about that, wasting stuff. Plus, this is actually more than a serving because I put a scoop and a half into it. So anyway, so that's what I'm going to try for breakfast. I know it's going to be hot. In the past, I remember I'd close it and shake it, and the little thing would pop off. But I am going to put just a little bit of water in it. See if that cools it down a little bit. So that I've got my chocolate electrolytes and my coffee in here. And I'm going to shake it up here. Hope it don't pop open. Okay. And there we go. Now I'm going to have hot coffee for as long as ever I decide. If I go back to cold, that'll be fine too. But when you see this, you'll know I got hot coffee that day. So I'm going to take the lid off because I remember it's awful hot. So I'll take the lid off so that way I can sip around on it. Ooh, yeah, I'm not taking a sip. Okay, I'll see you at breakfast. So to get my day started today, I love having rutabaga fried on the weekends. So I had forgotten to leave some cut up, like in bigger pieces to shred. Wait a minute, wait. Before I do this, I wanted to do this. Oh, come on, tear. I wanted to weigh it. And these pieces, I might have to specifically look for bigger pieces. Hang on just a second here. Come on. Well, because I did not leave them in many larger pieces for, for shredding, which I should have done. But anyway, I want to weigh out so that way I know it'll be a good amount. So I'm actually going to pick out some bigger pieces, if I can. Well, no, I can't. I'll just put them in. Anyway, because I want to make sure I have enough for today and tomorrow. I don't have anything defrosted. Well, that's fluid ounces, Terry. Grams, 234. Yeah, that'd be good. Because this, I didn't zero that out. So anyway, so now, my plan, let me put this back in the refrigerator. Because this will be my bag salad later. So these pieces may be too small, but we will find out. Let's see how it goes down. Uh-oh, I'm breaking stuff already. Okay. Oh, I gotta lock this down. Now I gotta figure out where this cute little thing came from. It's a little button. Not many places a button would have come from. Well, I'll set it, out of my handle, I bet you. First time using it and tearing it up. Alright. No, I gotta probably have to do it this way. Yeah, buddy. I was very worried that the rutabaga would hurt it. But, so far so good. Just don't get too carried away, Terry. Don't hurt it. Alright. I saw Lori does her own shredded cheese this way. If I could buy I don't know if I could buy a block of low-fat cheese. I probably would not want to see what it looks like, but I would shred my own if I could get a block of low-fat cheese. But just because, you know, since I do calories, that's what I would need. But for those who don't need to count calories, it's not a big deal. You all could shred the heck out of your own cheese, and that's pretty stinking awesome. Lori lives in a house with 4 men. No, I think she's got five men and a husband, 5 sons and a husband. Anyway, Lori's got to do a lot of food prep that Terry doesn't have to do. Alright, so now, yay, that made real easy work of that. Hot dog. I'm going to be careful with this because last night, after I was all done chopping, cubing this rutabaga stuff, I ran my finger along the little cuber and I cut my finger. I was like, well, I don't cut my hand on the knife, didn't cut my hand on the big hatchet or cleaver. Didn't cut my hand on none of that stuff. Nope, leave it to me. I cut it on this little cuber thing. Oh well. Alright, now I gotta get this. Oh, here, I'll just do this instead. Okay. Now I'm gonna clean up. I gotta finish putting my dishes away, and then we'll use this for our breakfast in a minute. For the record, I found out 10 and 10 fills it up to the tippy top, so I'm gonna keep doing 8 and 10. So I'll keep that 8 and 10 written up there. I'm going to be at home tomorrow for breakfast and today for breakfast. So I've got these leftover onions from what I made. So I'm going to saute these onions up. And then I will get back to you because I'll use these for my breakfast today. I don't have any oil in here because I actually just cooked some ground beef. So I might add a little bit of oil. We'll see. But anyway, so I'm going to saute up these onions. And I'm going to split them up between today's breakfast and tomorrow's breakfast. While the eggs are cooking, or while the onion's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and crack 1 egg in and see what I think. I'm going to go ahead and add some Crave seasoning because I love that. I'm just going to mix it on inside of it instead of putting it on top. And then I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I'm kind of basic when it comes to my rutabaga for breakfast. This is shredded rutabaga and 1 egg. Let's see if 1 egg is enough. I think I might need 2. I'm making this is going to be 2 servings. So 1 for today and 1 for tomorrow. But let's get a feel for it. And I think I'm going to do another one. So hold on. All right. Now. Trying to get all the way to the bottom there. I'm having hashed vega for breakfast. Okay. That'll be probably good right there. I think I got all the stuff at the very bottom mixed in. I'll use a spoon here in a second, so I'll get down to the bottom a little bit more. So there we go. So now let's get back to let me get back to the finishing up the onions. Oh, I didn't. There you go. I might have had it held down too far, sorry. But that's how it's looking. So here's how I'm doing this. I have a little bit of bacon that I had this morning. I'm just kind of crumbling it up down in the bottom of this, because we know I like eating out of these on the weekend. Just crumbling up the bacon a little bit. And I'm going to put half of these onions on top of this container. Yep, it's plastic. And then I'm going to put the other half. I'm going to crumble up this bacon a little bit. This bacon is a little more wet, or a little less done. So now I'm going to put these onions on this one. So I'll get back when I get these onions divided up between these two containers. Okay, so I've got my rutabaga here. I'm going to take about half of it and make me a hashed baga right in the middle here. I'm going to flatten it out. So I'm having the equivalent, since there's 2 eggs, equivalent of about 110 grams of rutabaga and 1 egg in this little hash, in this browned baga hash. I'm just flattening it out. Probably should have added more oil, which I did not do, but it's all right. It'll be all right. So now I'm going to put the lid on this and put this in the refrigerator for tomorrow. Unless I decide to make the second one now. We will see what I do. By the way, Bertha is not a good egg skillet. She's bumpy. She's rough. She has some issues. So she's really not a good skillet for me to do my eggs in. So we're going to do them anyway. So this way we can try the Cowboy Kent Rollins method. And in Bertha, who, like I said, I would never cook eggs in. But anyway, so I just add a little bit of avocado oil. All right, it's been several minutes, so let's see if we can flip it. Ooh, yeah, we're getting underneath it all right. Let me see, hang on just a second. Let's get another, let's do a double spatula flip, see if that helps. Okay. Hang on, it's starting to break here. Ready? Flip! Yay! Not terrible mess. Just a little bit of a mess, but not terrible mess. So, alright, I'll see you in a couple minutes. Okay, let's take a look and see how she's looking. I think I'm going to need both of them for this part too. Let's do this. Nope, not done. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, let's try now. Yeah, that's better. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and make this other one while that cools down, and then we'll make our egg. So, like I said, this one will be for tomorrow, but I'll go on and make it now. So, tomorrow I'll just have to make some eggs. Telling you what, if you could smell this house and Bertha right now, whoo, Nelly. So, in this container, oop, wrong container. In this container, I've got my bacon, some sauteed onions, and a wedge of cheese. And then back here, I've got my hashed rutabaga. And right here, we are getting ready. We're going to crack an egg. I need my salt and pepper. And we're only going to do 1 egg because there's an egg in with the hash baga. And I got bacon and cheese, so I don't really need a whole lot of extra stuff. Oh, that missed. So let's put our salt on here and our pepper. We're going to try the egg in Bertha. So now I'm going to put my lid over it. Get my timer for 2 minutes and I'll be back. Let's see how Bertha does. While that's cooking, I put my other extra hash bega in here, and then onions, bacon, and cheese in this one. I'm going to put a lid on this, and tomorrow I'll cook up an egg to go with it. So this will be all ready. I'll probably pop this in the microwave to heat it up a little bit. So that'll be tomorrow's breakfast. It's been 2 minutes, but I look at the top and I feel like it could cook a little longer. So I've reset it for another minute, and we'll stop it when it has, I don't know, about 15-20 seconds left. Okay, let's see how she turned out. Let's see if Bertha can cook an egg. Hey, all right. She did it. After all that stuff, I'm telling you, that whole thing about that Kent Rollins, and I think one of you all said that that's called a blindfold. So adding water and covering up. Somebody else said it's called something else too. So adding water and covering it up sure makes a difference in it sticking, that's for sure. All right, let's give everything a taste. Before I get it mixed up, let's take a look at our egg. You know, we got to check, poke. That's a little more runny, but it's better than over easy. I don't like those. He said for over easy, I think he said you do a minute or a minute and a half. So now I'm going to get all this mixed up here. All right, so let's take a taste of our egg and bacon and onion side. Of course it's good. You put onions and bacon on pile poke. It's going to taste good. You know it will. I'm going to bake a hash. I better use a spoon to eat that. It's going to break apart. It's definitely more fragile than potato cake, but I think maybe they add flour to potato cakes too. Go Terri. Go Terri. It's a good job. Did a good job. Yeah. Oh, I was laughing. I thought, well, so today's going to be outside. Next hour is going to be outside. So, I know y'all know it because I've been whining about it all week. But anyway, so come next Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, I'm going to be sniffing and snotting. I know. Sorry, Mom. Not appropriate meal talk. I'm a nurse. There's no such thing as appropriate meal talk. Unless you're sitting with your mama and she'll knock you upside the head. If you have not had hash bega, what are you doing with your life? I'm telling you. So today, if you don't know, I'm going to a friend's birthday barbecue. And there's going to be some normies there. You know, normal people. So I'm making my calico beans. Some people call them cowboy beans. I have no idea. I called them Jody's beans for the longest time because Jody's the one who gave me the recipe. But anyway, so it's about 8:40, and I got all this stuff for those beans in my crock pot. They're just chilling out for the next several hours. I got rutabaga cubed up and boiled. Got my eggs boiled. So I'll make that too. And I'd like to get that made early because, you know, sometimes things just taste better when, you know, when they sit in the sauce. So That's what I'm doing today. So, I'll eat. Make up the rutabaga. At some point I need to make some salads. I might have to do that tomorrow. I don't know. But I'll get them done. So, salad. That's the only thing I need to make up. Made a bunch of cottage cheese and yogurts this week already. I did when I got home from Walmart. Thursday? Wednesday? Never it was. So, alright. Well, that's my breakfast. Maybe it's a good thing we're going to be outside. All that rutabaga, I'm going to be tooting. So it's a good thing we are going to be by the bonfire. Alright, I'm going to give the dogs our fat bomb. I'll see you at lunch. Lunch today is going to be burger in a bowl and a salad. So I'm going to put on just a little bit of adobo, a little bit of paprika, and a little bit of total seasoning. And then, let's see, we want some of my sugar-free sauce, burger sauce. I do want to put in a little bit of red onions in here. Okay. And something that I'm going to do, I'm just going to add water to this, and then I don't have to use the squeezy. Well, I'll do the squeezy. I'm just in a hurry, so let me just add water to this, and then I can pour this in the squeezy later. If you're new here, hi, I'm Terri. I dilute a lot of my things so that way I can have more of them. So this was half GUs and then half water. And that way I can put more of it on there and have fewer calories and fewer carbs. Alright. Okay. I'm going to put on a little bit of ketchup. You could make this a cheeseburger if you want to add cheese, or you can add bacon. You know, you just make up your burger in a bowl, whatever suits your fancy. Okay, so there's that. Well, I'm kind of in a hurry because I need to take a shower by noon, so that way I can be ready to go on time. So I'm kind of spazzing out a little bit here. I'm not anxious or nervous or anything. I'm trying to hurry so that I can make sure I get ready on time. So there's my burger in a bowl. I got my 2 apples here. This one's got a big old chunk in it and bad spot. I actually had to toss one because it was bad. So my salad's still going strong. I mean, it's starting to get a little bit wilty. But today's Saturday. I think I made them last Saturday is when I made them. So they definitely are starting to get a little soft. I'm going to add some stuff to it. I got to see what I have. I don't remember what's in these containers. Okay, let's add in, let's see, what are you? Oh, here's some peppers. Yes, I'll add in some peppers. Thank you. And I bet your carrots. Yep, so I'll add in a few carrots. You can chop yours up if you want to. And there's already onions in there. I'm going to add some of my splashed it out. I'm going to add in some of my pickled veg. I added actually in some cucumbers this morning. When I was at Walmart the other day, I grabbed a couple bags of the cucumbers. And you do it however you want to do them. I just do, I don't know, I just add stuff to it along the way. And I actually do want a little of this liquid in here, and I grabbed a slotted spoon. I didn't have any clean of the other. Well, let me do this. All right. I make more of a mess whenever I try to do something. But that's all right. I got to clean this backside anyway, because I spilled it out the back a while ago. So let's put the lid on her. That put up. You up. I'm going to put some little bit of jicama on here. Just a few little pieces of jicama. Now.
Error 11. Please open the iRobot app for help.
My Roomba's fussing at me. Now I'm going to add some salad dressing. This is just a whole hodgepodge of stuff. So there we go. There's my salad dressing. And that's what I'm having for lunch today. We'll take bites of it. Hang on. So I don't know how to Google the lyrics for this song. But anyway, I have a song stuck in my head. And if you're when I'm around my age and you've watched Bugs Bunny, you'll remember. This is it. Tonight's the night. Something, something will hit the lights. Tonight, what heights will hit? On with the show, this is it. I don't know why that song's been playing in my head for the past couple days. Burger in a bowl's good. It's always good. Salad. I mean, there's a bad spot. So I'll cut that out. Actually, I'll probably bite it out and spit it out in the trash can and take this in with me. So there's my lunch. I'll show you whatever I can at supper. Bye. Right.
Watch out.
Pickled blanket. Some buffalo chicken dip and some stuffed mushrooms. I got some stuffed mushrooms, so I'll probably have a little bit of shrimp without the dip and some stuffed mushrooms. Look at all the food. Scallop, potato salad, green beans, something.
Oh, okay.
So that's the options. Got 2 pork steaks, some of my Vega salad, and then there's a little bit of coleslaw under there. I think it's the vinegar coleslaw. Okay, so the coffee worked. I kept sipping on it, and it was actually pretty chilly out there. It's pretty windy. He lives out in the country, but in the middle of town. It's really kind of cool where he lives, but you kind of have to go back this winding road. And like I said, it's in town, but not in town. So you go down a gravel road, and but anyway, so there's lots of great food you saw. I had probably about 2 big old heapings of my rutabaga. This guy had made stuffed mushrooms. He actually said he uses, what did he say? Artichoke, hang on, I'm getting the dogs a thing. He uses artichoke dip to stuff his mushrooms. I'm like, that's pretty ingenious. So I had plenty, way too many. There you go see. I had way too many of those mushrooms, but they were good, and I wasn't worried about it. Artichoke dip. There may have been some sugar in it, but meh. But anyway, so I probably had about 7 or 8 of those little stuffed mushrooms. Probably had about 2 or 3 shrimp, just plain shrimp. I had 3 pork steaks. 3. But the reason why is they were breaking out cake, and I saw the cake, and I knew that was coming for everybody to be eating cake. So I said, girl, just go get you another pork steak. And then you won't be tempted. So I did. So I was so full. They were singing happy birthday, and they were getting their cake and stuff, and I didn't even have to worry about it because I was so full. So, there was plenty to go around. There were still pork steaks at the very end left over. So now I got to portion out what I have left over. Give me just a second. I need to put away my dishes from the clean dishes so that way I can get dishes out of the sink, and then I can work on breaking this stuff down. Okay, I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, let's start off with the Vega salad. I'm going to put some in a little container and take it to Mom. Whether she wants it or not, she's going to get some tomorrow. She's getting that, and she's getting beans tomorrow too. Again, whether she wants it or not, she's getting some. Quite a bit was gone. I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, about over half of it is gone. They might have been like, oh yeah, this is good. Looks like potato salad. Let me get some. And then had it and been like, oh, this is not potato salad. That's all right though. So anyway, so I'm going to put the rest of it in this container. Well, might have to do 2 containers. I'm not sure. And I definitely don't think I can freeze it. I'll put it in 2 so that way they're not too cramped. I don't think I want to freeze this. I think it would come out kind of soggy and wet when it defrosted. I wanted to get all my dishes put away, so now I can, well, shoot, I forgot to put my dirty dishes back up. The whole point of that was to get my dirty dishes out of the kitchen sink. Well, I'll get there. I'll get there. Maybe I'll do that right now. Anyway, so I got these Vega salad. Oh, and I even have some, that's funny, I even have some jicama salad. I'm going to be so full of salad, it ain't even funny. Oh, well that went in there. Alright, let me set this in here. I feel, we sat out in front of that campfire, or not campfire, Terry. We sat out in front of the, hey, wait a minute, where's my, oh, here it is. Sat out in front of the fire pit thing, and, man, the smoke, it was smelled so good, and it was so comfortable, but then the wind was blowing and everything. And it was fun. I had a really, really good time. I love watching people. I am a big people watcher. I love seeing the dynamics of other people's family and their friends. And so I could just sit off to the side and watch people. And so that's what I did because my friend, she has 4 sisters. Well, let's see. No, there's 5 girls. And yeah, so my friend has 4 siblings. 4 sisters. So I get a kick out of watching them all interact with each other and stuff. So anyway, it's just, I enjoy that kind of thing. But anyway, so this was at her dad's house. And so it was a good time. He had several of his friends there. And my friend and her twin, they had several of their friends and siblings and significant others and children and grandchildren and all that good stuff. So I like to just sit and watch and see how everybody interacts and all that good stuff. There was one lady there, and almost like she was patrolling the food area. And I didn't really think much about it, so I was leaving, and my friend's daughter said something about it. And I saw her around the food, and I was like, oh, okay, well, she's just making sure everybody gets what they need. Well, my friend's daughter said no. Every time there's something, she always hovers around and watches people's portions. So I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. But anyway, so But I have this much of my beans left. Hang on, I'll show you. I've got 2 of these big things and 1 of these right here. So, like I said, Mom's getting some of that tomorrow. And not really sure what I'm going to do about the other 2. I might take them to work and see if anybody wants some at work, because that'll be in just a couple days. So I'll put this in the refrigerator, and yeah, I'll get my dishes in the dishwasher and put this in the refrigerator, but that's what's left over. So I'm not worried about the rutabaga salad. I can eat on that, and whatever's left over I can trash. But anyway, the beans, that's what I want to take care of, because I can't eat around on those. Well, I could, but I don't want to. So anyway, so I'm going to get these in the refrigerator, and that's the end of my video. And you have a good evening. Bye. Oh, by the way, I'm going to take a Zyrtec here in a few minutes after I get all this done. I'm going to take a Zyrtec now, and maybe a Zyrtec before I go to bed, and then maybe another Zyrtec in the morning, and see if that helps. I'm kind of noticing my lungs are kind of starting to seize up a little bit, and things are getting a little bit tight. So that's that outdoor life for me. Okay, bye.